Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of Friday, the 14th of June 2019. Yes, and say, sweet children, you have come here to be transformed. बदलने के लिए. You have to transform your devilish traits, your asuri gun, and imbibe divine virtues. This is a study of dying to become deities, to become devtas. The question is, which study do you children only study with the Father? A study that no one else can teach. The answer, you study to become deities from human beings. No one except the one Father can teach you the study to change from impure to pure in order for you to go to the new world. Naidunya. Only the Father establishes the pure household path. Pavitra Pavitrimar. Through this easy knowledge, Sahaj Gyan, and Raja Yoga. Om Shanti. The Father sits here and explains to you, children. In fact, both are fathers. One is limited, and, the other is unlimited. Bihar. That one is your father, and this one also is your father. The unlimited Father comes and teaches you. You children understand that you are studying for the new world, the golden age. Nowhere else can you have such an education. You children have attended many satsangs, you are devotees, bhaktis. You must have adopted many gurus and also studied many scriptures. Sastras, however, the Father has now come and awakened you. The Father says, this old world is now about to change. At present, I am teaching you for the new world. I am your teacher. A guru cannot be called a teacher. There are teachers in schools through whom students claim a high status, but they only teach for this world. You know that the study you are now studying is for the new world. That is called the Golden Age world. You know that. At this time, you have to reform your devilish traits and imbibe divine virtues. You have come here to be transformed. People go in front of the deity idols and say, you are like that, and we are like this. It is their character that is praised. You have now received your aim and objective. The Father establishes the new world for the future, and He also teaches you. There is no question of vices there. You now gain victory over Ravan. Everyone in the kingdom of Ravan is vicious, is a vikari. As are the king and queen, so the subjects. It is now the rule of the people by the people. Panchayati Raja. Before this, there used to be a kingdom of kings and queens, Raja of Rajas and Vanis. However, they too were impure. Those impure kings also had temples where they will worship the faceless deities. You know that those deities exist in the past. The kingdom does not exist now. The Father makes you souls pure and reminds you that you were those with deity bodies. Your souls and your bodies were both pure. The Father has now come again to purify you. This is why you have come here. The Father issues an ordinance. Children, lust is the greatest enemy. Come is the Mahar. It causes you sorrow from its beginning through the middle to the end. You now have to become pure while living at home with your family. It is not that deities don't have love for each other. It is just that there is no question of impure vision there. They remain viceless. The Father says, remain as pure as a lotus while living at home with your family. Make your future like that of a pure couple. Every soul has continued to play many parts with different names and forms. These are now your final parts. Many people get confused about the subject of purity and how they can live as companions. What is the meaning of remain companions? In foreign lands, when people grow old, they get married in order to have a companion or for someone to look after them. There are many who prefer to remain celibate, brahmachari. The aspect of sannyasis is totally separate. There are many who live in a household but prefer not to marry. They think, why spread this net of getting married and looking after children, etc., and become trapped in that? Many like that also come here. They remain celibate for 40 years and ask what the point will be of getting married after that. They prefer to live independently. Therefore, the Father is pleased to see them. This one is free from bondage. Bandhan mukt. The only bondage that remains is of the body. Therefore, you have to forget everything, including your own bodies, and simply remember the one Father. You should not remember any bodily being such as Christ, etc. Incorporeal Shiva is not Nirakari. Shiva is not a bodily being, is not a deity. His name is Shiv. The reserves of Shiva temples. This soul has received for part of 84 births. This drama is imperishable and nothing it can be changed. You understand that your actions and religion that were initially elevated have now become degraded, stretched, and now become brushed. It is not that the deity religion has finished, it has been remembered that the deities were full of all virtues. Lakshmi and Narayan were both pure. It was the pure household path, whereas the household path now is impure. Your names and forms have continued to change during your 84 births. The Father has explained, sweet children, you did not know of your own births. I tell you the story of your 84 births, so I will surely have to explain from the first birth. You were pure and have now become vicious, and so you go in front of the deity idols and bow your heads. Christians bow their heads in front of Christ. Buddhists bow down in front of Buddha. And Sikhs go and bow their heads in front of the temple, Gurudwara of Guru Nanak. Through that it is understood which religion a person belongs to. They say that you Hindus, no one knows where the original eternal deity religion has gone. It has disappeared. There are limitless images created in Bharat. Human beings have many opinions. Shiva has also been given many names. In fact, he only has the one name, Shiv. It is not that he has been taken rebirth and that this is why his name keeps changing. No. Human beings have many opinions and so they have given him many names. In the Srinathwara temple there are idols of Lakshmi and Narayan, and the same idols are also shown in the Jagannath temple. However, they have been given different names. When you belonged to the Sun dynasty, you did not worship anyone. You used to rule over the whole world and you were happy. You had established your elevated kingdom by following Srimat, that is called the land of happiness, Shikdam. No one else will say that the Father is teaching them and that he is changing them from humans into deities. There are the signs of that, and so their kingdom must definitely have existed. There are no fortresses, etc. A fortress, Aquila, is built for safety. There were no fortresses, etc., in the kingdom of the deities, and secondly, there was no one there to wage war. You now know that you are to be transferred to the same deity religion. You are studying Raj Yoga for that. You have to claim that kingdom. God speaks, Bhagwan, I make you into the king of kings, Raja ke Raja. At this time there are no kings or queens. So much fighting and quarreling, etc., continues to take place. This is the Iron Age world. You were in the Golden Age. You are now at the most auspicious confluence age. The Father has come to make you number one. He brings benefit to everyone. You know that there is benefit for you too. You will definitely go to the Golden Age first, whereas those of the other religions will go to the land of peace. The Father says everyone has to become pure. You are residents of the pure world, which is known as the land of Nirvana. Nirvandam. Only a bodiless soul can remain beyond sound. Ashaririatma can remain vani separate. The Father is now taking you beyond sound. No one else will say that He will take you to the land beyond sound, the land of peace. They simply say that they will merge into the Brahm element. You children know that this world is Tamo Pradhan and that you do not feel any taste for it there. This is why God has come here to destroy the old world and establish the new world. The birth of Shiva is also celebrated here. Therefore, what did he do here? Someone should be able to tell you. If they celebrate his birth, he must surely have come here. He becomes present in this chariot. They have portrayed this as a horse chariot. The Father sits here and explains in which chariot he rides. I tell you, children, this knowledge then disappears. Baba has to come at the end of this one's 84 births. No one else can give this knowledge. Knowledge is the day, and devotion is the night. People continue to descend. There is so much external show on the path of devotion, so many Kumbh Melas, etc., continue to take place. No one else tells you that you have to become pure and go to the new world. Only the Father tells you that. It is now the confluence age. You receive the same study that you received a cycle ago when you changed from humans into deities. It has been remembered that humans were changed into deities. Surely it was the Father who made them that. You know that you belonged to the impure household path, and that the Father has now come again to make you belong to the pure household path. You claim a very high status. The highest on high Father makes you so elevated. The Father's directions are the highest of all. You are becoming elevated. No one knows the meaning of Shri Shri. Although this title only applies to Shiv Baba, many people call themselves Sri Sri. They turn the beads of the rosary. The rosaries of 108, whereas they have created the rosary of 16,108, and the rosary of 8 would definitely be part of that. There are 4 couples in the one Father. There are 8 jewels, and I am the ninth one. They are called jewels, and it is the Father who makes them those. You are being made those with divine intellects by the Father. There is a lake near Rangoon where it is said that by bathing in it you become an angel, a pari. In fact, it is by bathing in this knowledge that you become deities. However, all the rest are matters of the path of devotion. It is not possible for you to become an angel simply by bathing in water. All of that is the path of devotion. They have made up all sorts of stories. They don't understand anything. You now understand that Guru Shikhar and the Dilwala temple, etc., are your memorials, your yadkas. The Father lives very high above. You know that the supreme region is the place where the Father and your souls reside. The subtler region is only forgiven visions. It is not a world. It will not be said of the soul world or the subtle region that world history repeats. There is only the one world. World history repeats. Is said about this world. Human beings say that there should be peace in the world, but they don't know that the original religion of souls is peace. Peace cannot be found in the jungles. You children receive happiness, and all the rest receive peace. Everyone who comes here first goes to the land of peace and then goes to the land of happiness. Some say that they will not take knowledge and will come later on. Therefore, they will remain in the land of liberation till then. It is good that they will remain in the land of liberation for a long time. Then at the most they will claim a status for 1 or 2 births. Of what value is that? It is like mosquitoes that come and die. So what type of happiness is there in just one birth here? It is as though they are of no use, as though they have no parts to play. Your parts are very elevated. No one can experience as much happiness as you do. This is why you have to make effort. You continue to do this. You made effort in the previous cycle too. You claimed your reward according to the effort you made. You cannot receive a reward without making effort. You definitely do have to make effort. The Father says it is also fixed in the drama when you will begin to make effort. You cannot continue just like that without making effort. You definitely do have to make effort. Nothing can happen without you making effort. How will the car finish by itself? You have to make the effort to take the medicine. Then bye bye. When someone hears the knowledge of the drama, they just leave everything to drama. Whatever reason the drama will happen. Do not instill this knowledge in your intellects in the wrong way. This too is Maya causing obstacles. Sub children step standard that is called being defeated by Maya. Maya Sahar. This is a huge war. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Baghdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. Namaste. Essence for Dharna, the first point. In order to establish your elevated kingdom, Sreshtrajya, follow Srimad and become the Father's helpers. Just as deities are viceless, nirvikari in the same way, while living at home with your family, become viceless. Create a pure household. Pavitra Pavitri. Second, do not use the point of the drama in the wrong way. Don't say drama and just leave everything to drama. Pay full attention to studying. Create an elevated reward. Shresth pralak for yourself by making effort. Purushart. The blessing, the Vardhan is, may you be a completely enlightened soul who finishes Maya's power with the power of love. May you be a completely enlightened soul, Sampuragyani, who finishes Maya's power, Maya ki Sakti, with the power of love, Vishnu ki Shakti. The explanation is to be merged in love is to have full knowledge, Shampuna Gyan. Love is the blessing of Brahmin life, Vardani of Brahmin Jivan at the confluence age, the ocean of love. Snega Sagar gives you platefuls of diamonds and pearls, Hira and Moti. And so you become filled with love. A situation like a mountain, a paristiti like a pahar, is transformed by the power of love and becomes as light as water. No matter how fearsome, Bikral, or royal the form that Maya takes to oppose you, become merged in the ocean of love in a second, and Maya's power will be finished by your power of love. The slogan is those who are constantly cooperative with the Father in His task through their bodies, minds, and wills, and their thoughts, words, and deeds are yogis. Those who are constantly cooperative, Sadarsa Yogi, with the Father in his task, with the Ba in his Karpavya, through the bodies, minds, and will, Tan, Man, and done, and the thoughts, words, deeds, Man, Vani, and Karma are yogis. Om Shanti.